you don't like bog bodies, then I'd swipe away now.
Yes, you heard me right. I was reading about bog bodies today and how these unfortunate individuals met their murky graves. Bog preservation is a fascinating way to almost freeze organic matter in time.
It makes me wonder how contemporary people viewed preserving their dead.
And there was this one chapter where it talks about how the bog preserves the bodies. Now, I think when most people see bog bodies or they find a bog body, they naturally assume that although they were seen as magical, mysterious places by the people who deposited the bodies in there, some might assume that those people didn't realise how well those bodies would be preserved and that thousands of years later, we'd still be able to see them.
However, Cladhallen, which is probably a name that I've just butchered, on South Uist in the west of Scotland once again,
this time coming through with the mummies,
showed remains of this Celtic tribe having buried mummies beneath their roundhouses. Now, this settlement already dated from between 1600 to 1300 BC. But the thing is, these mummies were actually 300 to 500 years older than the settlement, and it appeared that they'd originally been preserved in a bog and then taken out, mummified, and then buried beneath the foundations of these houses. Which obviously shows that a certain population knew that these people were being preserved to the core. But one must assume that stories and legends and culture were being passed through over periods of hundreds of years, and that there's a slight chance that some of these individuals were actually intended to be maybe returned to, or that, as Professor Karen Sanders puts it, men such as Toland Man were supposed to be frozen in time as a snapshot of life, Intended to be completely unchanged for the rest of history.